spirit fingers. Okay, so this week's video is, ooh, my hair is looking a little crazy. The no makeup look that a lot of people have been doing lately. I guess because it's summertime, nobody really wants to throw on a full face of makeup, which I don't know of really anybody that wears a full face, full glam makeup what YouTube is all about every day. This has been my everyday for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now, and I love it. It's just very natural, very clean, very fresh, very simple, and life needs simple. So if you want to learn how to do the no makeup look, I do have combo, normal, combo, oily, T-zone area. So if this matches your skin tone, then this should work for you. And yeah, just keep on watching. Oh, real quick, I wanted to show y'all the Living Proof Nourishing Styling Cream that I got in my summer FabFitFun box is thebomb.com. Like I told y'all, I'm not a huge fan of all of their products, but I took a shower yesterday morning, put this in my hair, blow dried, and it's looking pretty good. I can run my fingers through my hair. It's not staticky. I say that and I get a tingle. It's not staticky. It's not oily. It's really nice, and it's still like bouncy. Like if I had curls in it, it would bounce. So yeah. Anywho, just a quick little product review there. So yeah, no makeup look is coming right up. Okay, so starting out, I always do like my skincare stuff anyway, and then I end on toner, and I don't put a moisturizer on because my first step in my no makeup process is a tinted moisturizer, and I don't put a moisturizer on with this because I do get a little oily in my T-zone, so it just makes life easier and just makes it look better personally, in my opinion. So I just put it on a foundation brush. I don't use my hands to apply my makeup like ever, so if you use your hands, that is totally fine. But yeah, so then I just kind of rub it in everywhere the best I can, and we have these things popping back up on my face, and I cannot figure out why. But I'm going to see a dermatologist soon because I've had some strange things pop up on my leg, and I just want to get them checked out. So I'm also going to get this thing checked out on my face too, and just y'all say a prayer for me because I'm a little nervous. I still have leftover mascara on from yesterday, so we just try to kind of hide that. And once all that's blended in, I do blend down my neck just because this is a tinted moisturizer, so it's going to give you a little bit of color, and you'll still not match your neck if it doesn't match perfectly. As you can see, like it's not 110% matched. We're only about 98% matched, so I just kind of blend it everywhere, and it's always nice to moisturize your neck and décolleté area. Anyway, so, but I've been doing this makeup look like every day because your girl loves sleep, and I've been waking up super late. As you can tell, I'm still like halfway asleep right now. So then I don't always like the coverage that a tinted moisturizer has. I also have the Neutrogena tinted moisturizer, but this one's a little orange for me. You can use whatever tinted moisturizer you want. There's really not a right or wrong one to use. But then I just go in with my concealer, and I do put it underneath my eyes just to kind of cover that leftover mascara, and then I just kind of dot it around my face just to kind of give me a little bit more, like especially on this little thing right here. My chin gets really red. I've got a pimple right there, discoloration right there, and it just kind of gives me a little bit more coverage, even though I don't want a whole lot. It's just going to help hide just a little bit. See, it just kind of like brightened that eye a little bit and gave me a little bit more color to make it look like I'm not, like I didn't just roll out of bed, because I did. But my work doesn't start early, so I get to sleep in every day, and it's been the greatest thing ever. But now I just want to sleep like all day. I also didn't sleep good. My freaking power went out at like 5:30 this morning, and like I know some people wake up at 5:30, but I do not. I never see 5:30 in the morning. So I was so mad, and I only woke up because my ceiling fan turned off, and I have to sleep with the ceiling fan on, or I'll go crazy because I'll hear the house creaking and stuff, and it just drives me crazy. So I've got that concealer on. It just gave me a little bit more coverage just to kind of even some things out. I don't want all of my freckles to show because I do have a whole lot in this region. So I just kind of like hide it just a little bit more, but it's still very natural looking because I didn't put a ton of concealer on. It's not, I did use a full coverage concealer, but I didn't put a ton on. So then I just go in with my regular setting powder and just kind of like lightly brush it all over my face and down my neck. Okay. So that's just to kind of like keep that tinted moisturizer in place to help it not crease. And then I do go in with a powder foundation, just in like the areas underneath my eyes and anywhere else that I want to kind of hide stuff. And this is the Merle Norman Ultra Powder Foundation. The tinted moisturizer I used was Merle Norman as well. I've never used any other powder foundations that I liked, and I really like this one because it's lightweight, but it has a lot of coverage, and it's buildable as well. Like I want to hide that as much as possible right here, and then I'll do a little bit on my forehead just so I can prevent some oiliness, and then a little bit on my nose. So that's pretty much all I do with that, and it just kind of helps add a little bit of color. But I do also bronze my face just to kind of bring the color back, because right now, since the powder foundation I use is a little pale for my summer color, it makes me look a little bit sickly. So I don't want to just leave it at this. So I do go in with a little bit of bronzer just to liven me back up as much as we can do, even though I've got 4-pound bags underneath my eyes right now. But even on days that like I don't wear any makeup at all, I still like to put a little bit of bronzer on, just because it does give you that color. It does give your face some depth, and it just adds a little bit of life back into your skin. Bronzer does a whole lot for you. So once I've gone around the perimeter, I just take the brush and just kind of run it all over, just to kind of give me a little bit of color everywhere else, and then also kind of blend everything out. I'm gonna put a little bit right here. Let's see. Oh, and then I do a little bit of a contour down my nose, just because me personally, I just feel like I have a humongous nose. Like me and my mom were talking about it the other night. I was looking at my senior pictures before I figured out how to do makeup, and I was like, good night. Like, my poor nose, it was huge in my senior pictures. It's a beautiful picture of me. I absolutely love it. But now looking at it, after like seeing how I do my makeup now and how I just threw eyeliner, powder, and mascara on back then, I was like, oh, good Lord, what was I thinking? But I just take the brush I usually use to contour, because it's not very precise on my nose, and just go down the sides. And then I'll do the tip just a little bit. I'm actually gonna go over that with that foundation brush that we used and just kind of blend it in, because I got a little dark there. And now I'm going in with my blush, and this is the Milani Tea Rose blush, and I'm obsessed with this blush. It's just like the perfect rosiness. It's not overwhelming, it's not too bright, it's just enough, and I absolutely love it. So I add a little bit of blush just because my skin is already red itself. So it just kind of adds that color back. And I put a little bit on my forehead, nose, and chin, just to kind of balance everything and like draw it together. And yeah, so the face is done. Now I'm just gonna go into my eyebrows and do a little bit on my eyes, and then add, you can add highlight if you want to. I haven't been adding a whole lot, just because I tend to get a little bit oily halfway through the day whenever I wear makeup like this. Just because the Tinted Moisturizer isn't matte. I try to add the matte powders to it to kind of help, but that's why I don't add a highlight. But you are totally more than welcome to add highlight. It's your face, your makeup, you do whatever. I just kind of run some brow gel over my brows just to kind of give them some color. My brows don't have a whole lot of color. Like, I don't have very many brow hairs, and this is just that gloss that I rave about all the time from Sally's. It's thebomb.com. So then I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of eyeshadow, and I'm just using this color right here. It's Headliner from the City Limits palette. I don't even use a whole lot of it. Like, I just barely tap into it and then go right into the crease and just brush it back and forth. It just kind of adds a little bit of depth to my eyes, and just a little bit of color to them. That way they're not so flat looking, and just kind of does a little bit for you. You don't want to go too heavy with it, because then you'll look like you have a black eye or look like you have a whole lot of makeup on. So now is mascara. I rarely ever leave the house with mascara, so yes, my no makeup look does include mascara, because I'm very rarely seen without it. I love my eyelashes. I think they are beautiful. They're getting longer as we speak, and I just love it. I've been using the Babe Lash serum, and it's just done wonders for my eyelashes. Yeah, so I always put mascara on. You don't have to put mascara on. You can leave it at this and be done. I just do a little bit. It just kind of opens up my eyes a little bit more, and I do love my lashes, so I like to show them off. So I don't always put it on the bottom. It just depends on how heavy I go with the mascara up top. If I put it really thick on top, then I do go down to the bottom. We're just gonna leave it like that today. just do the top because I don't feel like I need any more. And there we have it. There is my no makeup look. I hope you enjoyed. It's just really simple. I've been running late every day, so this just has been my makeup literally for like the past 2 weeks, just because I've been lazy and wanting to stay in bed before I go to work. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Obviously, you want to see me more. So yeah, I'll see you in next week's video. Thanks for watching. Bye.